tape for this bantamweight bout is brought to you by Dodge, the official automobile of the UFC. Curran, 5 years older than Jorgensen, 5'6", 5'4". Jeff Curran will have a 3-inch reach advantage. With the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 35 wins, 13 losses, 1 draw, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Island Lake, Illinois, Jeff Big Frog Curran. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 12 wins, 4 losses, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Boise, Idaho, Scott Young Guns Jorgensen. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Kim Winslow.
Kim Winslow, our referee for this bantamweight fight. Scott Jorgensen, Jeff Curran.
Jeff, are you ready? Scott, are you ready? Fight!
Here we go. Tonight's clock brought to you by UFC Undisputed 3 in stores February 14th. Pre-order your copy today. Your move. Quick inside leg kick from Curran in the blue trunks. White trunks for young gun Scott Jorgensen.
Yeah, keep your hands up.
Keep popping that jab.
Talking to Curran about keeping those hands up, especially with Jorgensen coming in with that double jab.
I like how Curran's mixing up his strikes. Through a front leg side kick there. Good right hand.
Swing and a miss on the lead left hook.
You know, Jorgensen having fought for the title, having faced Dominic Cruz, you know, when you've experienced that level of competition, the highest level of MMA, and come up short, you go back and you get better because of it.
Curran spun around a little bit, tried to get a little damage in the
Jorgensen got him down, but again, Curran is dangerous on the ground on his back. You hear his corner yelling out posture. You want him to be very careful because Jeff Curran can slap a triangle on you before you even know it.
19 career wins by submission for Jeff Curran.
He is a very, very high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. There's guys that are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, but in certain positions, they're really not black belts, like the guard. You know, the guard is one of the rare positions where even amongst black belts, you see like they almost seem like a purple belt on the ground. Curran is not. Curran is a black belt in every position. Some guys just, you know, they're good at a top game. They're good at taking guys' backs, but they have a limited overall game. Curran has a very comprehensive ground game.
We don't want to be on our back.
Trying to hold on to Jorgensen here, control the posture. Go to UFCstore.com to check out our full selection of UFC apparel and merchandise. UFCstore.com.
Curran is doing a good job right now of pinning the arms to his chest and trying to open up the possibility of one or the other being available for an arm bar. And Jorgensen is doing a good job of defending here and throwing some nice short punches. And he's trying to pass, but good luck. Trying to pass Jeff Curran's guard is no joke. He quickly puts you right back into it. You know, the good news for Jorgensen is that Jorgensen's been able to generate knockout power from the guard like he did with Ken Stone. But the thing about Curran is Curran's not going to let you do that. Look how he's holding the posture, controlling, and when Jorgensen is free, Curran is constantly moving.
Curran from the bottom. After the Serra fight, he went on to win 9 straight MMA battles. He's won 4 of his last 5. Jeff Curran coming in to his return to the UFC.
Curran doing a good job of keeping one foot on the hip as well. And sweep, very nice, look at that. Utilizing the butterfly with the left side. How good is the base of Scott Jorgensen though? But he's got to be careful because Curran almost switched into a triangle or an omoplata shoulder lock. Great base by Jorgensen, man, because that sweep was tight and very technical. And he's trying it again. What he's trying to do is scissor with the right leg and pin the left shin onto the midsection and flip him over. But Jorgensen's base and balance are outstanding.
90 seconds on the clock here in round 1.
Very technical ground game so far.
There's the hook. Let's do this.
And he's going with the right hook, the right butterfly hook. and he switches it back and forth. But to Jorgensen's credit, he hasn't fallen for any of it.
Well,
He's been basically holding the top spot and defending, but landing very few damaging punches along the way. And then Curran right back up to his feet.
which is the beauty of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And he's got that right arm tied up. The right arm that's tied up by Jorgensen with that overhook that Curran has. That's the arm that if Curran wanted to attack, he would.
Black belt under Pedro Sauer, who has taught Jeff Curran for the past 2 decades. He's not there every day in Illinois, but he's with them tonight. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and boxing background for Jeff Curran. They're going to stand it up with just over 30 seconds on the clock here in round 1. And watch Curran, he really wanted to establish that jab earlier, big right hand.
Nice looping right hand by Curran.
Nicely done with the uppercut on the finish. Inside leg kick.
He's throwing haymakers
Yeah, he
here.
sure is.
He's got to be careful on the feet, though, because Jorgensen's got some real power. And nice takedown by Jorgensen.
Caught a leg, took him down, put him on his back. Final seconds of the round.
Now elbow him. We got 10 seconds. Let's finish the round.
Got to see some of the fine jiu-jitsu skills of Jeff
Good
Curran in
job.
round 1.
And fine defense by Jorgensen,
job.
because nothing flipped him over, never was in danger of being submitted.
Hey, squat.
Scott.
Hey, let's just have, you need to keep your leg. You call this sweep, you call stop this sweep.
Everything's fine, okay? If he stays on his feet, don't stand in front of him. You gotta throw 3 or 4 punches, you're landing them. Perfect takedowns, okay? Elbows, 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 he wants to slow it down. We'll win this fight if that's what wants to happen, okay? You stay focused, look at me. Come on,
He's throwing
second
that jab
round.
nice and heavy, okay? Make him miss, okay? You know where that jab's coming. Let's get a little more.
Deep breath.
And just move a little bit. He won't be able to take you down. You hear me? Don't stay in front of him. That's all we got to do. Yeah? Let's go. Get the stool.
The beautiful Ariani. Sean Della. Our entire UFC crew here tonight inside the Mandalay Bay Event Center.
Jeff, are you ready?
Bantamweight battle, our second fight, live on pay-per-view. Immediately they come to the center of the octagon. Watch for the jab of Jeff Curran again. Head kick. And he's really winging that right hand. Good jab by Jorgensen.
Very solid jab by Scott.
Caught him. Curran again.
And Scott's corner wants him to not stand right in front of Curran when he's throwing these shots, but rather to move and cut angles. Nice knee by Scott.
Good sprawl that started it all out.
Yeah, Scott's got a good front headlock here. Holding on, and he could land a lot of knees from this position if Jeff doesn't get out of here. When you got a wrestler who's got a good grip on your neck like that, that's also very taxing. It wears you out because Jeff has got to keep his body in that position, and he's holding the weight of Scott Jorgensen on him.
3-time Pac-10 wrestling champion.
Yeah, and Scott's not letting this go. Look at that. Nice position for Scott. Nice knee to the leg there as well.
Tomorrow, the UFC is on Fox with a special 1-hour UFC primetime. Velasquez versus Dos Santos. Check your local listings.
Jeff got free.
3.5 now on the clock here in round 2. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Jorgensen 1-0 in the octagon. Curran back in the UFC for the first time since 04. Takedown.
Yeah, Curran threw a knee and Scott timed it perfectly. Caught it, and Scott's trying to pass that guard. But again, the level of guard that Jeff Curran has is head and shoulders above the average fighter in the UFC. And you see how he's constantly threatening to sweep. He's got one foot that he presses on the hips with, and he's back up to his feet. Nice knee by Scott, and a good uppercut by Jeff.
Now he's looking for a neck.
Guillotine.
Trying to spin him up, trying to choke him out. Jorgensen trying to spin out of trouble.
Nice job by Jorgensen. Very nice. Good defense. Perfect technique in defending. And again, he's got that front headlock position, forcing Jeff Curran to carry his weight.
And another key here is Jeff Curran has his right hand on the mat. So he was technically a grounded opponent for a moment there.
And he couldn't get kneed, yeah.
Exactly.
And Scott loves that front choke, Mike, where he places the opponent's forehead in the middle of his chest and then puts his weight down on him and pins him and picks him up with it. It's an excellent submission.
Curran pops out, and they battle on the feet again.
He caught Chad George with that and actually picked him up off of his feet.
This is truly, Joe, a display of all the different techniques utilized in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, it's one of the most amazing things about this 135-pound division is there's no goons. Everybody is very skillful.
Absolutely.
Nice knee to the body by Curran.
Under 2 on the clock now. See how he swept the leg there?
Nice, very
nice. How good was that?
Very
right down
nice.
back on his back. Now, as you said, with respect to Jorgensen, Curran doesn't hate being on his back. He doesn't want to be here primarily, but he's very confident in his ability to control from the guard.
Well, he defends so well off of his back. You know, young fighters can really learn from watching Jeff Curran how valuable a real high-level guard is because he's never in danger when he's on his back. Look, he's constantly defending and also constantly disrupting the posture of Scott Jorgensen and not allowing Scott, he might get caught in a triangle here. He's throwing his legs, oh, nice punch and apply. He's constantly attacking and moving Scott off of his back, so Scott never gets totally comfortable where he can like really tee off and put a lot of weight into a punch.
1 minute remains here in round 2.
You know, the fighters that come from the real traditional school of jiu-jitsu, like Pedro Sauer's camp or Rickson Gracie, you know, with those fighters, what you see is real solid grasp of the fundamentals. And that's what Jeff Curran has. I mean, he's just got genius fundamentals.
And Sauer has been
again
Curran's
goes to
mentor,
hit
as
that.
I mentioned, Joe, forever.
He went to hit that sweep and almost got it, but Scott defends again.
30 now.
Wrestlers, you know, high-level wrestlers just have such amazing posture and balance. So hard to put them on their back.
20 seconds,
But Curran is on top here. He's holding on to Scott. He's got to keep Scott from standing back up on his feet like this. And he's going to try to get a triangle, and he's going to try to get that right foot, or excuse me, that right leg over his left foot.
Final seconds of the round.
He's keeping his left foot pinned. Oh. Very, very skillful contest, Mike. And you see here, Jeff made a mistake, threw that knee. Scott caught it, and boom, dumps him on his back. And here, Jeff jumped on a guillotine, and this shows you how good the defense of Scott Jorgensen is. Look at Scott scrambling like a lizard, and doing it exactly the right way.
Another thing, keep punching, move your head. I want you to be on your bike moving. I want you to be running and landing punches right now. Takedowns always there, okay?
Fast. Make a miss. Slowing down.
Hey,
right?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're changing again. Nobody can stop you. No one can stop you. Stay focused.
Yeah.
Keep on going. Keep on going. That's good, brother. We're gonna do it. We can do it.
There you go, kid. Let's go, Jeff. Finish this. Let's beat him right now. Submit him.
Let's go, babe.
The lovely Shondella set for the 3rd and final round. Very close, very technical battle here tonight in Curran's return and Jorgensen's 2nd UFC fight.
You know, it's unfortunate, but when a fighter is on his back, even if the fighter is attacking, it's very rare that the judges score it for the guy that's on his back.
Very true.
Jeff Curran locked up a triangle on Takeya Mitsugaki, and a lot of people's opinion should have won that fight. But did not win, and Mitsugaki, for most people's opinion, won because he was on top.
Trip takedown. Trip takedown. Don't wait on that. Yes,
Curran
beat him to the pocket.
just slaps
Don't
that
wait
lead
on it.
hand.
Beat him in the pocket, yes. Don't let him down. Beat him, quick speed.
kick.
That's my boy. Keep going.
Curran again with the long jab.
Hook again, yes. Now come back to the left hook.
Very close fight with just over 4 left.
Jorgensen is not letting his hands go in this round.
And Curran still, Joe, is looking for that big right hand, and he got it right there.
Well, that's the reason why Jorgensen is not opening up as much, is because Curran is getting first. He's getting off first, and Jorgensen's waiting for his time,
He's bleeding, Jeff.
but Jeff's not giving it to him.
Curran kind of shook out his right hand after that last connection.
But there was a nice jab there by Jorgensen.
Don't wind up, shoot it off your chin.
Come on, Scotty!
Yes!
Saturday, November 19th, San Jose, California, UFC 139. Features former UFC light heavyweight champion Mauricio Shogun Hua and former Pride and Strike Force champion Dan Henderson, plus Vanderlei Silva Kung Lee, live only on pay-per-view.
I think he's hurt his left hand, Mike. He just threw it, and oh, he's bleeding out of his nose as well.
There he throws the right.
He's trying to
Shook
throw
out
it as
the
well,
right,
but
too.
yeah.
Beat him up, Jeff, let's go! Yes, yes!
Nice leg kick by Jorgensen.
3 minutes. When you have your hand damaged, a la Uriah Faber, oftentimes you'll see a guy start throwing some elbows, trying to get in tight, use the elbows to strike.
Well, when a guy is really technically adept at Muay Thai, you know, Giorgio Petrosian breaks his hand and fights, and you don't even notice it. And the reason why is because he's so good with his elbows and his knees and his kicks that to him, he says, okay, now I have 7 weapons instead of 8. Whereas with a lot of fighters, they lose their hand, they break a hand, and they have 1 weapon instead of 2. And it's really just a matter of diversifying their striking game.
Past the midway point of the 3rd and final round. Nice knee by Jorgensen. Remember, we mentioned Jeff Curran fighting for the first time in nearly 8 years in the UFC. Wanted to fight one of the top men in the division in Scott Jorgensen. And he's putting on a great performance here tonight.
As is Jorgensen.
Absolutely. Very close fight. 2 minutes remain.
Let's go, Jeff!
Pick up the pace!
Jorgensen trying to pressure Curran up against the fence here.
Look for the little
Take him
trip,
down,
Jeff.
Scotty.
Look for the little trip. Little trip with the foot. Little foot trip.
Both men have fought against the best in the world.
Come on, guys!
Yes! Elbow there, Jeff. Elbow it.
35 wins for Curran.
Bring him to his back, Scott!
Jorgensen fought for the title, pardon me, Joe, against Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, that was an excellent fight, and where Cruz really shined in that fight, showed that superior speed and footwork that he's known for.
Come on!
Yes, Jeff.
Nice lead jab.
And as I said, I believe that Jorgensen's a better fighter because of that experience.
Don't wait, Jeff.
1
Quit
minute,
waiting.
1
You gotta
minute.
go.
Just over a minute now.
I'd like to see more leg kicks from Jorgensen. He's got great ones.
Please shoot that cross straight.
Push!
Straight.
Swinging away again. Nice use of that uppercut right up the middle. Again.
And if Curran hurt his hands, he's still throwing them even if they're hurt.
Absolutely.
There's an inside leg kick by Jorgensen.
You know, adrenaline is a key component to a battle inside the octagon. 40 seconds.
Take him down!
Kind of Rich Franklin, Chuck Liddell.
Well, David Loazo, he broke his hand against David Loazo, and I believe he fought 3 rounds with it that way.
Come on, baby! Come
Under
on,
30
baby.
seconds now.
Yes. Do it
30
again.
seconds, everything you got.
Curran inside leg kick.
Yes.
Good
Nice shot,
sprawl.
stuffed.
Choke it!
Jorgensen's looking to choke him. Puts him on his back.
Nice takedown defense right to side control with 10 seconds on the clock.
10 seconds, finish hard!
Curran and Jorgensen
Curran's trying to sneak out.
go the distance.
Very nice technical fight. Really evenly matched. Excellent fight.
Joe, let's take a look at our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
And there's probably where Jeff Curran hurt his hand. Yeah, he looked at it. You know what, though? I think he might have been looking for blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was looking for blood. And there's one of several takedowns by Jorgensen. And here's one more. We caught the knee. And those takedowns and the top control most likely were the story of this fight.
Yep, we'll
as far as
find out.
scoring goes.
Judges about to render their decision.
Brayton, baby. I love you, son. I'll be home soon.
Proud Papa Scott Jorgensen.
Yeah. Woo! Champ.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Scott Young Guns Jorgensen.
Well, just as Joe described, control, top position earns him the unanimous decision victory. Scott Jorgensen with Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Scott Jorgensen. A really tight, technical fight, Scott. A really excellent matchup skill-wise. Tell us how you feel about the bout.
I feel good. Sorry to everybody out there you didn't get to see the typical Young Gun style, but I brought in Diego Moraes out of Brazil, helped me with my jiu-jitsu for the last month, and wanted to play on the ground, try and recreate Ken Stone's knockout. But
well, you did a great job of defending the sweeps and defending the one guillotine attempt that he had, so it's obvious that all your jiu-jitsu training's helping.
It has. It's the first time I've ever had an actual jiu-jitsu coach, so sky's the limit from here, and I'd love a much more exciting fight, but it's the way it goes sometimes.
As good as you are, if you've never really had a jiu-jitsu coach, that's absolutely ridiculous. Congratulations on another spectacular victory. We look forward to seeing you again.
Real quick, Brayton, my son back home. Coming home, buddy.
Scott Jorgensen, ladies and gentlemen.
Scott Jorgensen defeats Jeff Curran tonight in Las Vegas by unanimous decision, and Jorgensen would love to have another shot at the title against the bantamweight champion.